on this episode of Rogue Renegades.
It's your girl, Kelly Kells. I'm with my bestie, Moni Mon.
Behind the camera.
And today we are checking out Panama City Beach. Why? Because we got to check out the wreck capital of the South.
Today's episode also features some of our favorite dive buddies, all members of the National Association of Black Scuba Divers.
Panama City Beach rests on Florida's Panhandle, just 5 hours south of the city of Atlanta. Panama City Beach is particularly popular among scuba divers because of the Dive Shipwreck Trail. Today, we're checking out 5 wrecks on this spectacular trail alongside our local Atlanta dive club, the Southern SeaQuestrians.
I'd like to give a big shout out to SSQ.
I want to shout out SSQ, Southern SeaQuestrians.
One time for SSQ.
The USS Strength was a 184-foot long World War II minesweeper. The USS Strength was sank in 1987, and like many wrecks, the USS Strength now serves as an artificial reef for many local marine fish. The vessel sits at 80 feet and is surrounded by fish and other marine organisms.
The wrecks were covered. I've never seen that density of fish, but they tell you here's an artificial reef, and that's what they're designed for.
Welcome to the Red Sea. Formerly a 120-foot great ship, the Red Sea was sank in 2009. Today, the Red Sea is about 75 feet down and is teeming with marine life.
We had lots of marine creatures to see. The visibility was so-so, but otherwise, everything was great.
For wreck number 3, we take on DuPont Bridge Span. The DuPont Bridge once connected Panama City to the Tyndale Air Force Base. Out of all the wrecks on our first day, this was my favorite because of the bait ball. Bait balls are created when small fish school together for protection against predators. Here, a school of fish were evading greater amberjacks. On average, the greater amberjacks can weigh up to 40 pounds and grow up to 6 feet long.
We started off the second day of diving by taking on the Black Bart. The 185-foot Black Bart once served as an oil-filled supply vessel. It was sank in 1993 in memory of Navy Supervisor of Salvage, Captain Charles Black Bart Bartholomew. The Black Bart is popular among divers because of its open cargo hold and intact wheelhouse. It was at the Black Bart where we met a school of hunting cobia. Cobia are known to grow up to 6 feet long and can weigh a whopping 100 pounds. They can be strong, aggressive predators who mostly feed on fish, squid, and small crustaceans.
It was a lot of life underwater.
Our final wreck of the day was the JA Hovercraft. The JA Hovercraft was designed for the Navy in 1979 and served as an amphibious assault landing craft. It was sunk in 1995 as a part of the Florida Artificial Reef Program. Today, the vessel sits at about 75 feet of sand and debris at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico.
This wreck was my personal favorite of all the wrecks we saw on this trip. Not just because of all the beautiful species of fish, but because of our special guest, the bull shark. Bull sharks are common top-level predators that can be found in both the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf.
At its largest, they can reach up to 11 feet long and live up to 25 years.
You know what, honestly, the best part of my dive was diving with our community.
And it's an excuse to see the world with a purpose. And the purpose is to dive. And along the way, you meet like-minded friends and,
Just being able to experience this freedom of being able to go out in the water where most people can't.
Thank you so much, SSQ, Southern SeaQuestrians, for coming down here and supporting us. We had an amazing time.
Remember, make sure you check out your girl Kelly Kells and my bestie Moni Mon
Behind the camera
on our next episode of Rogue Renegades. Be sure to find us on Instagram and like, follow, subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Rogue_Renegades. Later. We're getting better at this. That didn't take that long this time.